She was just a maid trying to survive. But when the billionaire walked in on her that morning, everything changed. Forever. In a mansion where power meant everything and love meant nothing, one accidental moment between a maid and her boss revealed more truth than money ever could. This is a story about humanity, guilt, and the kind of love no one expected. The mansion was silent that morning, except for the faint hum of rain tapping against the tall glass windows. Inside, Elena moved carefully across the marble floor, mop in one hand, a bucket in the other. She had worked in this house for just 3 months, and yet every day felt like walking on glass. Her boss, Mr. Cole Harrington, was no ordinary man. He was a billionaire, sharp, commanding, and cold as the walls of his empire. To most, he was untouchable. But to Elena, he was a man she had once known in a different life, long before the suits, the money, and the mansion. That morning, she had just finished cleaning his study. Her hands were trembling, not from fear, but from the exhaustion that came with pretending she was invisible. Elena whispered to herself, "Just a few more rooms, and then I can go home." But home wasn't what it used to be. Her little brother was sick, her bills were piling up, and this job, no matter how humiliating, was the only thing keeping them alive. The storm outside grew stronger. She decided to take a quick shower before heading out, something she wasn't supposed to do, but she was drenched from the rain that had leaked through the broken roof in the maid's quarters. Steam filled the bathroom as she turned on the hot water. For a brief moment, she closed her eyes and let herself breathe. No mop, no marble floors, no orders, just peace. Then, a knock. Before she could answer, the door creaked open. She gasped, pulling a towel close around her. Standing in the doorway, frozen in shock, was Mr. Harrington himself. "Elena?" His voice was low, surprised, not angry. She stammered, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't know anyone was—" But he didn't move. His eyes softened, just for a second, as if seeing her for the first time. Not as the maid, but as the girl who used to sit beside him in the small public library years ago. The girl who once dreamed of being an artist. "Elena Martinez," he said slowly. "It really is you." She froze. Her heart skipped. "You remember?" He nodded. "You used to draw the sunsets. You told me one day you'd paint something that made people feel seen." Her eyes filled with tears. "That was a long time ago, sir. The world doesn't have space for dreamers like me anymore." Cole looked away, guilt flickering across his face. "Maybe the world doesn't, but I do." There was silence. The storm outside grew louder, echoing the turmoil between them. "I didn't know it was you when I hired you," he admitted quietly. "If I had known, I never would have." She interrupted softly, "Don't. Please don't apologize. I needed this job, and you gave it." For the first time, the billionaire who commanded boardrooms and broke deals stood speechless. He saw not a servant, but a woman who had faced the storm and still stood tall. He handed her his jacket, looked down, and said quietly, "You deserve better than this house, Elena. Maybe you deserve to own it." She laughed through her tears. "I don't need a mansion, Mr. Harrington. I just need someone to believe in me again." He smiled faintly. "Then let me start there." The rain outside eased into a soft drizzle. For the first time, both of them stood as equals, not billionaire and maid, but two souls rediscovering hope. Sometimes life humbles even the richest among us. Because no matter how big the house, No one can live without a little warmth. She was just a maid, but in that moment she reminded a billionaire what it meant to be human.